Learn English to Gujarati. Under certain circumstances, almost, mostly and.
पसंदगीयुक्त.
Welcome, word adventurer. Hey, you're here to learn subtle Gujarati without falling asleep on page 2. Excellent choice. Today you'll learn 8 sneaky words and phrases that make you sound smarter, calmer, and slightly more dramatic in Gujarati. We'll practice under certain circumstances, if necessary, tendentially, almost, mostly, partial, in parts, and selective. In Gujarati, those are
ચોક્કસ પરિસ્થિતિઓમાં, જરૂર પડે તો, વલણરૂપે, લગભગ, મોટા ભાગે, આંશિક, ભાગોમાં,
and.
પસંદગીયુક્ત.
If your brain says, that is a lot, tell it, relax, we are doing this with jokes. Your mission today. You do not need perfection today. You just need progress, snacks, and maybe a tiny bit of dramatic repetition. By the end, you should recognize
લગભગ,
for almost and
મોટા ભાગે,
for mostly without your brain opening 12 emergency tabs. You'll also hear the more formal and precise expressions.
ચોક્કસ પરિસ્થિતિઓમાં,
For under certain circumstances.
જરૂર પડે તો,
For if necessary, and.
વલણરૂપે,
For tendentially. Then we add.
આંશિક,
For partial.
ભાગોમાં,
For in parts, and.
પસંદગીયુક્ત.
For selective. Yes, this chapter is basically a gym session for nuance. A tiny story with big vocabulary. Let's jump into a short, funny story. Listen for the Gujarati words, and imagine everything vividly. My friend Ravi ordered a magical study desk online. The website promised it would arrive complete. It arrived.
ભાગોમાં,
Not 1 or 2 pieces. No, in enough pieces to start a small furniture museum. Ravi read the instructions only.
આંશિક,
Because apparently confidence is stronger than literacy. The desk was
લગભગ,
finished when he noticed he had built one shelf upside down. He said, we can still fix it.
ચોક્કસ પરિસ્થિતિઓમાં,
I said, sure, and penguins can run a bakery under certain circumstances too. Then he added, we should call customer service.
જરૂર પડે તો,
Smart, finally. The desk was
મોટા ભાગે,
stable, which is not the most comforting sentence in the world. A stable desk should not be mostly stable. Over time, the wobble became
વલણરૂપે,
worse. It leaned a little more every week, as if it had opinions. And the screws? They were extremely.
પસંદગીયુક્ત.
They only fit in certain holes, at certain angles, during certain moon phases, and possibly only after emotional support. Word spotlight. Now let's slow down and make each word stick. You listen, smile, and maybe repeat out loud like a confident language wizard. Under certain circumstances is.
ચોક્કસ પરિસ્થિતિઓમાં,
Picture a secret door that opens only.
ચોક્કસ પરિસ્થિતિઓમાં,
If necessary is.
જરૂર પડે તો,
This is your backup plan phrase. Umbrella? Charger? Emergency biscuit? Use it.
જરૂર પડે તો,
Tendentially is.
વલણરૂપે,
Think of a graph politely leaning in one direction and saying, I am not promising, but.
વલણરૂપે,
This is the trend. Almost is.
લગભગ,
You are at the bus stop. The bus moves. Your soul leaves your body. You catch it.
લગભગ,
At the last second. Mostly is.
મોટા ભાગે,
For the greater part. Example. I am.
મોટા ભાગે,
Awake, which is what people say before making terrible coffee decisions. Partial is.
આંશિક,
Not complete. Half the truth, half the cake, half the Wi-Fi signal.
આંશિક,
In parts is.
ભાગોમાં,
The bicycle came.
ભાગોમાં,
The explanation came.
ભાગોમાં,
My patience also came apart in parts. Selective is.
પસંદગીયુક્ત.
This is for filters, choices, tastes, and that one friend who says they are not picky and then rejects 14 restaurants. Mini dialogues. Time for quick spoken examples. These are short, natural, and nice for audiobook listening. A. Can we accept the offer? B. only.
ચોક્કસ પરિસ્થિતિઓમાં.
A. Should I bring a jacket? B.
જરૂર પડે તો.
Yes. A. Are prices stable? B. No.
વલણ રૂપે.
They are rising. A. Are you ready? B.
લગભગ.
Do not look at the laundry chair. A. Is dinner ready? B.
મોટા ભાગે.
The rice is ready. The rest is negotiating. A. Is the report complete? B. No, only.
આંશિક.
A. Did the shelf come assembled? B. No, it came.
ભાગોમાં.
And with emotional damage. A. Does this filter stop everything? B. No, it is.
પસંદગીયુક્ત.
Compare the tricky ones. Some of these words are cousins, not twins. Let's keep them from starting family confusion in your head.
લગભગ.
Means almost. You are very close to the finish line.
મોટા ભાગે.
Means mostly. A large part is true, but not all.
આંશિક.
Means partial. Something is incomplete or only partly there.
ભાગોમાં.
Means in parts. Something is separated into pieces or sections. So if the meal is
લગભગ.
ready, it is almost ready. If it is
મોટા ભાગે.
ready, most of it is ready. If the recipe is
આંશિક.
it is incomplete. And if the kitchen arrived,
ભાગોમાં.
you have a much bigger problem. Meanwhile,
ચોક્કસ પરિસ્થિતિઓમાં.
and
જરૂર પડે તો.
are both conditional, but the first means under certain circumstances and the second means if necessary. One is about conditions, the other is about need. And
વલણ રૂપે.
is different again. It does not mean always. It means there is a tendency or general trend. Say it with drama. Now repeat with feeling. A little acting helps memory, and honestly, language learning deserves theater. Whisper mysteriously.
ચોક્કસ પરિસ્થિતિઓમાં.
Like a wizard explaining tax law. Say calmly, like a prepared adult.
જરૂર પડે તો.
Backup plan energy. Say it like an analyst pointing at a chart.
વલણ રૂપે.
Say it while almost dropping your phone.
લગભગ.
Say it while looking at a to-do list that is nearly done.
મોટા ભાગે.
Say it with one eyebrow raised.
આંશિક.
Because partial success is still success, but it is wearing one shoe. Say it while holding puzzle pieces.
ભાગોમાં.
Say it like a very picky food critic.
પસંદગીયુક્ત.
Quick quiz. Let's test your ear. No stress. If you miss one, the vocabulary police will
જરૂર પડે તો.
forgive you. How do you say almost?
લગભગ.
How do you say mostly?
મોટા ભાગે.
How do you say partial?
આંશિક.
How do you say in parts?
ભાગોમાં.
How do you say selective?
પસંદગીયુક્ત.
How do you say under certain circumstances?
ચોક્કસ પરિસ્થિતિઓમાં.
How do you say if necessary?
જરૂર પડે તો.
How do you say tendentially?
વલણ રૂપે.
Challenge round. Now I'll give you situations. You pick the best Gujarati word in your mind before I reveal it. The work is almost finished. Best word.
લગભગ.
The audience was mostly silent. Best word.
મોટા ભાગે.
We only have partial information. Best word.
આંશિક.
The machine arrived in parts. Best word.
ભાગોમાં.
The filter only allows certain things through. Best word.
પસંદગીયુક્ત.
We can change the rule under certain circumstances. Best phrase.
ચોક્કસ પરિસ્થિતિઓમાં.
Bring an umbrella if necessary. Best phrase.
જરૂર પડે તો.
The numbers are tendentially moving upward. Best word.
વલણ રૂપે.
Friendly conclusion. Nice work. You just handled a set of subtle words that many learners avoid until later. Today you practiced
ચોક્કસ પરિસ્થિતિઓમાં, જરૂર પડે તો, વલણરૂપે, લગભગ, મોટા ભાગે, આંશિક, ભાગોમાં,
and.
પસંદગીયુક્ત.
Thank you for listening and learning with me. Keep practicing out loud, use these words in tiny sentences, and do not worry if progress feels.
આંશિક,
At first, language growth is often
વલણરૂપે,
upward. Come back, repeat, and soon Gujarati will feel
મોટા ભાગે,
natural.